Hi, everyone. My name is Antonia, and I'm really happy today to talk to you about my experience with Mihaela in the program of 90 days of personal transformation. I have to say that when I joined the program, I was in a really bad shape. I was having completely mental fog. I had a lot of mental blockages. I had a lot of sadness, anxiety. I was really not good with myself. I was not good inside. However, with the help of Mihaela and her amazing energy, her amazing knowledge, her openness, and her ability to create this psychological safety space, I was able, after 14 weeks, roughly 90 days, I was able not only to achieve my own objective and, have progress on so many areas, but also, most importantly, I achieved clarity. And this was what I was looking for. I was looking for clarity. I actually got clarity on much more, on many more things that I did not expect it. But this was all thanks to Mihaela and the quite complex process within the program. So the main results that I had are obviously around my main objective that I set up for myself before entering the program. But I also had really nice progress on complementary areas. And the general impact was visible mostly on a personal level, on a mental level, emotional, spiritual, but it was also reflected on a professional level in a way that I did not expect it, honestly. But I really enjoyed how it all turned out. So even if I planned for it, I think it wouldn't have happened so beautifully. Um, about the program, what I want to share in this testimonial is that the transformation is not complete. So even if the program finished, the transformation it's still happening. I say that about myself, and I say that I'm in full transformation even as we speak. I think the peak point was the first month of the program for me. Literally, the first weeks, I just broke in very, very small pieces. But that was very helpful because this way that I broke helped me rebuild everything. And from my perspective, the first month was definitely the peak of the program and maybe most intense for me in the program. I think that's the month that brings the most strong inner transformation. At the same time, the third month also comes with very challenging questions, very challenging themes. But by that month, I already had a way to handle transformation. I was already much better emotionally. I was better prepared to go deeper inside myself. So it was like really in stages. So the transformation happened in stages, but very well thought. Everything made sense in the program. If I were to put everything in a quote, and I hope this would inspire other people, it would be this phrase that I actually created a few days ago as I was working for a TEDx presentation. And I said that your greatest ally is your future self. And for me, the program was about this, about creating the best version of my future self. And everything I did was a contribution to that. And working with Mihaela was absolutely amazing. She was able to enable and to activate some of my deepest gifts. She has an amazing energy, and she's really able to make people feel safe, to make people feel vulnerable and authentic, and go through this transformation with trust. I think this is also a key word for me that I would use to describe the relationship with Mihaela. It's trust. And I really needed someone that I could trust with the most intimate information about myself, about my heart, about my soul. That was very important for me. Actually, it was a criteria that I used in my decision-making process when I reached out to Mihaela, even from the beginning. Again, talking about results, I think the best result I had was exactly where I had my objective and where I focused my energy, my attention, my resources throughout this 90-day program. And specifically, it was on a personal level for my own personal development. And I think the way that I set up myself and my mind, even before starting the program, was a big thing for me achieving amazing results. Because my intention from the beginning was to let myself completely guided by the process, by the program, and by Mihaela. And my intention was to reduce as much as possible any type of resistance to change that might have came along the process. And for me, that was the secret from the beginning. And I think this helped me get the results that I wanted. Also, what I did was to create a very, very small support group. Again, to have that psychological comfort and that psychological safety that, if things become too hard, if the process gets, very hard emotionally, that I would have that safety blanket that I can fall onto. And this is what I would recommend, participants. If you are planning to enter the program, I would definitely insist on creating the right mental state even before you start the program and the support group. And also, for people that were or are in my state, that I was prior to the program, like mental fog, depression, maybe sadness, anxiety, all of that, I would recommend that you seek help, especially when you see that you can't really have that breakthrough alone. Because I tried almost all my life to make things alone, to take action alone. And I realized only in the past years how important it is to have community, how important it is to actually ask for help from other people. And most important, to accept other people's help. And there's a quote that I use now from Albert Einstein. And I use it frequently whenever I talk about change, regardless of the type of change. And Albert Einstein used to say that insanity begins when you start to do the same things, but you expect different results. And I think it's valid for personal development or personal transformation as well. I think it's important for us to realize that we need to change the way that we do personal transformation and personal development, because if we try the same things, it's impossible to get different results. And when we are at different stages in life, I think we need different approaches. So, from myself, from my side, I feel like I received much more than I expected in this program. First of all, I got unconditional love and support, unconditional acceptance, a space without judgment. And this was absolutely amazing. And I'm absolutely grateful for this. I got so much on an emotional level, and those are things that are priceless for me. At the same time, knowledge-wise, let's say, I couldn't possibly gather so many valuable information in the same place in such a short time frame and with such a relevant and efficient structure. And I think the program is a really good investment as long as you, as a new participant, take action and you use, I don't know, at least 60% to 80% out of everything that you have in this program and everything that Mihaela offers and puts at everyone's disposal. From my point of view, the profitability, let's say, of the program is directly proportional with the investment that you as a participant make. An investment of energy, of focus, of attention, of involvement, of dedication. It looks like it's a lot of investment from a participant, but it is, because eventually it's us that we can take action for our lives. And this is my philosophy as well. So if you're waiting for someone else to save you, if you're waiting for Mihaela to save you, maybe, this program is not necessarily at the level of your expectation. But for people that are motivated to change their life, to be in control with their life, to be the authority in their life, you're going to find here all the necessary resources to improve your life and to become the best version of yourself. So from my point of view, I feel like I invested long term, because what I got in this program is something that nobody is going to take away from me ever. And that is a better version of myself. And I dare to say that from my point of view, I think it's really difficult to downgrade. I think from now on, it's only upgrading. It can only get better from this point. And I hope you have the chance to experience what I was able to experience alongside Mihaela and the rest of the ladies from the group coaching. And I have to say that I achieved so many other things that were aside from my main objective, but it was absolutely amazing to see how how the impact was in so many areas of my life, and it was so visible for others. Like, people had no idea what I'm doing, but at the same time they were like, oh my god, you have a different energy, you look different, you shine, you're a different person, but in the good sense, like you're a better person. But they couldn't really put their finger on what changed. But me and Mihaela knew the secret. We knew what changed. But it was very difficult for others to really say, oh, yes, it looks like you changed that or you did this. No. So I really hope you have the chance to, go through this amazing experience and feel it yourself. See it and experiment it through your own lenses and, with your own objectives. I recommend working with Mihaela. It was definitely one of the best experiences I had. And I did before other coaching programs, but I don't think I've had such great results in such a short time frame. But of course, as I mentioned before, the program is intense. So I think it's a unique program. I'm not sure if there's anything else that can deliver so quickly results, especially when you put the right effort into. So thank you so much. I'm really grateful for having this honor of being part of this program, being part of the community around Mihaela. being part of the amazing group that we had, the lovely ladies that, were part of our support group. And to be able to witness also their transformation, it's something absolutely wonderful. So I'm absolutely grateful for all that this experience brought to me. I'm so happy that I decided to write to Mihaela. And if you're in the same spot that I was, or if you're struggling with something in your life and you feel like you cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel, or nothing works for you, yeah, I think you might find a really good partner in Mihaela. And if there's something she can do, she can definitely give you clarity and give you the spark that you feel maybe it's missing now, or you're having a bit of a hard time lighting up your spark again. So again, I'm very, very grateful for this experience. I wish everybody would have this amazing experience. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see what other types of magical collaborations we're going to have in the future. And I'm looking forward to remaining part of this community.